All right, so basically, Brandon called, said we had a special guest coming on and wanted to link up. So I hit up my captain that works for us, Captain Graham, and told him just basically go get the boat prep. We're gonna go out, try to pull on some big Mingos. We got a spot way out, so it seemed like a pretty good idea to get out there and pull on some hard stuff. So actually Brandon hit me up and said we'd be riding over to Destin to the Harbor Marina to pick up Marcus Spears, Swagoo, as most people know him. And basically he just wanted to go out and see what kind of big fish we could pull on. Once we got out there, Graham obviously is behind the console. I was kind of doing some things, getting some rods ready. I know the spot's coming up. We fished this spot several times. Like, we know they're there. It just always varies on how they're gonna wanna act. So basically Graham pulls up. He sees that there's a massive stack of fish. And when we say that, we're looking at our screen. You've got your hard bottom, you've got your structure, and then there's this dotted stack of red hardness that the transducer is pinging off of this above the structure that we're fishing on. And with that, Graham called me back there and said, hey, check this out. What do you think we need to get? Because obviously when you're in 350 feet of water, like Swagoo wanted to go after the big stuff in the deep water. So you can't just pull up and stop anywhere. We have to get to where the fish are gonna feed with stuff flowing through the current to them. So by setting the boat up in front of where we needed to get to where all the patterns and everything matches up like it's supposed to match up, we pretty much tied on the first chicken rig or double hook rig, whatever you prefer to call it. We sent it down. As soon as it hit the stack of fish, tightened up, Swagoo's on.
Go up 5 cranks and wait for that yada.
Reeling it up another 5-10 cranks.
Okay. It shouldn't take that long.
You got a swag? Long way down. About 20 feet of water right now. We're gonna have some color eventually. Nice job. Come back, big girl.
Fish fry on a Mingo snapper.
Let's go.
And we ain't been here but 2 minutes. You ain't going nowhere, big fella. You ain't going nowhere, big fella. You gotta stay in there.
So basically what you're looking for is, Mingos will live down in the reef with other fish, so that's why a lot of people think they're on the bottom like your groupers and things. But when Mingos are hungry and they're feeding, their main thing is squid, shrimp, small baits, all that schooling in the mid-water columns right under the thermoclines. So when you're going over these reefs, you're gonna see these fish stack up off the bottom, and that's where you wanna put your weights. So if you're punching through the Mingos and you're sticking down in the bottom, either A, you're gonna miss them, or B, the Mingos are gonna get down there with everything else you don't want, and then you're not gonna catch fish. So finding it in that mid-water column where all the fish are, that's exactly where you wanna be. Down, down it goes. Where's it stop? Right in the middle of the Mingos.
But it just came out of
Fish on. For all y'all don't know, this Vermilion snapper. Here in Destin, we call them Mingos. Some of y'all Verms, Beeliners. A lot of different names, but here we call them Mingos. Mingo bingo. basically, obviously first mission when we get out there is make sure Swag and all of our guests get on fish. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. But anytime you're fishing with your friends, Brandon, now really good friend of mine, always been a friend of Brandon, Swagoo. To be able to put a rod in my own hands, it's not something that I always am willing to do because I'm more focused on other people than me. But to be able to get to enjoy the experience a little bit myself and not have to be the captain behind the wheel is amazing. So I definitely appreciate Swagoo for letting me kind of get on the reel and kind of do my own thing and rep all the companies we do. Huge shout out to Swagoo for coming out and fishing for us. I mean, you can't ask for anything better. Obviously, my main man Lionel behind the camera. I mean, without him, none of this is even possible for y'all to see. And then, most importantly, my friend Brandon, he's like family. Without him, we wouldn't even have this opportunity to be out and go out and do this. So, I just really appreciate all the guys that's been surrounded in this to make things happen, and we're gonna keep putting it out and see if we can continue. But with that, y'all should always remember God, family, fishing, and in that order.